One Piece teases that very soon we will be able to see the awakening of a Logia-type devil fruit, the upcoming arrival of the Marine Admiral 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚎𝚛, aka Kizru, who possesses one of the strongest Logia in the series, along with some meaningful comments from Dr. Vega Punk, hinted that the manga will soon show the evolution of the strongest type of devil fruit. In One Piece, devil fruits are divided into three main categories. 𝚤𝚘𝚙 types allow the user to take on the physical characteristics of an animal. 𝚬𝚙𝚎𝚛 bestows a wide range of abilities with various effects. Finally, Logia are considered to be the strongest type, as they allow the user to control natural forces and elements, such as ice, fire, or electricity, and transform their bodies into them. Since the series introduced the concept of devil fruit awakenings, a process that draws out the real power of a fruit, granting new increased abilities, Logia have sort of fallen to the wayside because this awakening was only applied to 𝚤𝚘𝚎 in 𝚬𝚙𝚎. However, this may all change soon. Chapter 1070 of One Piece teases that soon an awakened Logia could make his appearance in the series. The Straw Hat Pirates are currently trying to rescue Dr. Vega Punk from the CP0 assassins of the world government. Having heard of the Straw Hats' presence on Egghead Island, the Navy dispatches one of its powerful admirals, Kizru, who has a history with Luffy and his companions. When they first met, Kizaru's 𝚤𝚙𝚎𝚗𝚏 no Mi abilities proved to be overwhelming, and he gave the Straw Hats their worst defeat, almost ending their adventure forever. However, Luffy is now more than able to deal with him, thanks to the absurd power of his Gear 5th obtained after awakening his devil fruit. To make it a fair fight, it's possible that Kizru will also show for the first time the powers of an awakened Logia, and the words of Dr. Vega Punk hint that this will be the case. One Piece has to show an awakened Logia to make admirals feared again. When explaining the process he uses to create artificial devil fruits, Vega Punk says that while he had successes with 𝚤𝚘𝚎𝚗 and 𝚬𝚙𝚎𝚑, he failed completely with Logia. Considering that Kizru has a yet unexplained connection with Vega Punk, the Admiral's light-based devil fruit powers are similar to many of the scientist's inventions. This mention of what was previously believed to be the strongest type of devil fruit cannot be a mere coincidence. After all, we are fully aware that after being hyped so much in the first half of the series, Logia and the Marine Admirals who used them lost their appeal once Haki, and later devil fruits awakening became so prominent. This is the right time, then, to show what an awakened Logia can do, and this would also make the much-awaited rematch between Kizru and Luffy more interesting. Kizaru's return is not just the chance for the Straw Hats to get revenge for their most humiliating defeat, it is also a great way to make the once dreaded Marine Admirals relevant and respected again. Ryukuyu's appearance in Wano ended up being very disappointing, so Kizru has now a chance to rectify that, showing that an awakened Logia devil fruit can be one of the most terrifying forces in the world of One Piece. Well, what are your thoughts about this? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. And that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I also asked you to subscribe to help us. It will also help us to grow more, and if you like, please subscribe.